Okay, update number two today. So, in a great move, President Trump has temporarily suspended any aid to Ukraine at all after the debacle in the White House. I 100% support this. Zelensky is a begging, thieving scumbag of a wannabe dictator in Ukraine. I think this is great news that he's done this. The audacity that he had to come into the White House and, after getting free handouts from the previous administration, think that this new one is obligated to keep helping his country, and that his country is of some sort of importance on the world stage that it actually isn't. And all of the other nations have just given credence to this by making it seem like the Ukraine is a fight in some new world war, like the Nazis are attacking again, but it's Russia and they're going to take over Eastern Europe and they're going to take over the rest of the world. And we were never at war with them and we were never having any problems with them. And now it's turned into a situation, and all because the self-importance of Ukraine. So I'm glad that Trump has temporarily cut off aid. There's word going on that Zelensky's going to come in and bend the knee and beg for more money from the United States and sign the mineral deal. That was what he was supposed to do before he decided to argue with Trump and Vance and grandstand in the White House while he's there begging for money that we're not obligated to give. But the other interesting thing here is, and I'm going to post all these videos so you can see them, is the UK has given them a couple of $1 billion in aid. And the other European countries, England, France, and others, have committed to potentially putting peacekeeping forces on the ground, which can then put European forces directly in contact in military engagement with Russian forces. They're escalating the conflict and bringing it into an actual world war, all to protect this European country that no one cares about and doesn't want to deal with, one of the most corrupt nations on the planet. So it's interesting that these left-wing leaders and wannabe dictators, really actual fascists, are pushing so hard for war instead of coming to a peaceful solution in Ukraine that brings the fighting and the death to an end. In the meantime, while they're pushing to essentially keep this fight going, illegal immigrants and roving gangs of Muslims and sex gangs that are attacking women and young women in their countries, in France, in the UK, they have been inundated with illegals attacking their own citizens, and they're not doing anything about it. If you say in England, if you have a mean thing, you call somebody a poopy head, you could be looking at jail time. You could be looking at getting prosecuted for doing that. Similar things in France. So in the meantime, their people are being attacked. They're being raped. They're being hurt, even in being driven through crowds or knife attacks and etc. And they're women and young women being attacked on a fairly regular basis. And their focus is to send $1 billion to Ukraine and consider sending a military peacekeeping force to Ukraine as well. So you see where the focus of these people are, and it's just like the left wing and the Democrats here in the United States. Their focus isn't on their constituents. It isn't on the taxpayers that we follow the rules, we pay our taxes, we deserve to have law and have protection for ourselves and our families from these criminals. Instead, the Democrats turn around, cry, and talk about supporting how important it is to talk about to support Ukraine, even though it's really not. It's a country no one cares about. But it's interesting to see all these left-wing leaders, and by interesting, I mean it shows you what they all really are, just like the Democrats here in this country. It's what all of them are. It's the Democrats of their countries out there. Don't care about the citizen, don't care about the legal citizen, don't care about the taxpayer. They care about some foreign war, protecting some border that doesn't matter to all of us, while leaving their citizens to suffer and blow in the wind over all of this. Here's some of the video for all that, and just as a reminder that Democrats are the enemy of the people, regardless of where you are. It's Democrats in America, it's the Labour Party in the UK, and whatever bullshit parties they are in Germany and France and others. They're the enemy of the people. And the sooner that we figure that out and get these people out of here, criticize them, get rid of them, get them out of office, and get pro-tax-paying people in office that want to protect their people and their country, that's when you'll start seeing change. We're fighting here in the United States, and even against the lefty morons who think all of this is a good idea. And all of you in these other countries, you need to second that and join the fight as well. So here's some video on that and our updates for today.
Somebody doesn't want to make a deal, and if somebody doesn't want to make a deal, I think that person won't be around very long. That person will not be listened to very long. Your country's in big trouble.
No,
you've done a lot of talking. Your country is in big trouble.
I know.
You're not winning.
I know.
You're not winning this. You have a damn good chance of coming out okay because of us.
Mr. President.
President Zelensky supposedly made a statement today in AP. I'm not a big fan of AP, so maybe it was an incorrect statement, but he said he thinks the war's going to go on for a long time. And he better not be right about that. That's all I'm saying.